I'm Bryan Miller with Outback Deck, and we're going to be talking about hardwood decking today and how to do maintenance on that. Bryan Miller with Outback
The
Deck.
issue that we're having is with this Brazilian hardwood deck that we had installed 4 years ago, and we were expecting it to be low maintenance, and it has developed these ugly black spots that resembles mold. What I expected was, but we were told, is that when they put this down, it was maintenance free, and that if we oiled it with this product once a year, that would be all that we would have to do.
So I would say there is no such thing as maintenance free. I think low maintenance or super low maintenance are probably better terms.
Okay.
But I reserve typically those terms for synthetic type products that don't have the kind of a surface where something can actually get down into the wood fibers or the grain. So this is very typical of what you would see from any kind of a Brazilian hardwood here in the Atlanta metro area. You're seeing, the ultraviolet beginning to get to the deck surface and creating some of that graying. But this kind of spotted, speckled, kind of dirty look is probably much more environmental than it is the actual wood itself. And some of that you see. So some of the black that you see on the floor is likely mildew. And then you'll see some other areas where you have green, and that's more of an algae buildup. You have lots of pine and other saps that come from these trees, and those are typically clear product.
Right.
They land on the surface, and then as the wind blows and as pine needles come in and dirt and debris floats around in the air, you'll start to see some of the dirtiness that you're seeing on the surface, and that can also be a part of what you're seeing with the black.
Right.
But as you come back further into the back corner here, where you're under cover completely, you can see that the lumber is still looking as if it were new. A little bit of cleaning there, and you have a surface that's what you were expecting.
Right, exactly.
Once you get a little bit beyond the kind of the level of the gutter here, where the elements really kick in, you start to see it. Lumber is, any kind of a wood is going to be susceptible to environment. So this is a pine product, pressure treated, and you can see the algae buildup here and even some black streaking here from mildew and other environmentals. If you look at your pine that's under cover over here, you'll see that it's much more natural looking and less gray. And as you get down toward the bottom of the door, it's graying out because it's in exposure. So you have a few options. I think there are probably 3 good options for you. One is the one you don't really want to hear about, which is do nothing.
Right.
It's a Brazilian hardwood. It will be fine in regard to its ability to handle the elements. Right. You're not going to see damage to the wood, long term if you don't do anything. I don't recommend doing absolutely nothing, but if you want to put a coating on it every 4 or 5 years, you'll have something like this. Option number 2 would be actually go to the extreme and do the maintenance on the product. So do a real good pressure clean now, sand the entire surface, and then come back with some kind of a hardwood product to put down over the top with a UV inhibitor in it.
Okay.
And then continue to do that maintenance every 12, 16, 18 months. And keep up with it to try to keep this naturally occurring environmental situation from happening again.
Okay.
Then your third option, which probably won't make you super happy, is to go to some kind of a synthetic deck board here. Synthetic decking, composites wrapped in PVC skins that don't have the fibrous grain on the surface that allow things to get through them, and then do some wash on that every 18 months, 2 years. They'll strip that surface off and it'll be looking back like it's new again. And all of those being options for you.
Right.
But really what's best for your home and your budget is how we would direct you at this point.
Okay.
I'm Bryan Miller with Outback Deck for Trustdale TV.
Here at the Home Show with Bryan Miller. Bryan, how's it going?
It's going great, Dale. It's been a great show, a lot of traffic, a lot of great consumers out here, and people looking to get help, so it's good.
Tell me about the growth of Outback Deck, your company, in the last year.
Well, it's just been leaps and bounds, really. The model that we started out with was to really serve people and to try to do that in a very specific area. We've expanded on that a little bit, but we've added some new staff. We've added some new employees. We've also added some new subcontractors and other guys that can help us grow. And we're seeing a real growth in the area of outdoor living. It's a big part of what people are looking for.
Outdoor living is huge, but The name says Outback Deck. Tell our audience what all you do.
So at Outback, we are proficient at deck and screen porch, but we also do hardscape, so patios, pavers, anything outdoor living, so a fire pit or an outdoor chimney. We even do outdoor kitchens as a licensed contractor in Georgia. We can do all those things.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. You can guess, you can take a chance, you can hope that somebody will actually deliver a great product for 50% less than the going rate, and then you're going to be really disappointed. Or you can just simply pick up the phone or go online and visit Outback Deck and be thrilled.
I agree.
Thank you, Bryan.
Thanks, Dale.
Awesome.